The transportation is, we cut $700,000 out this year. What was the other question?
Well, I didn't ask you to discuss it. I just asked you what proof do you have.
Well, of course there's proof. We don't. I'll give the process over to you.
Ms. Singleton, we have it's mandated by the state Department of Education. We have an evaluation tool. Principals utilize it to assess the performance of teachers. Principals and supervisors and directors ultimately can make those decisions. And that's why, on the basis of performance, these teachers, they're all untenured, are not going to be renewed. They will be replaced. But beyond that, I can't get into the particulars about that particular question. Nor can I discuss why any one individual a decision has been made. It's contrary to their confidentiality law, so I can't discuss that.
Ella preguntó 4 preguntas. Primero, ¿qué evidencia tienen ustedes de que esos maestros que fueron cortados en sí no hicieron su trabajo satisfactoriamente? Segunda pregunta, lo puso en probatoria. Tercera pregunta, ¿por qué removió a la principal, a Iván Marley Daniels, de una de las mejores escuelas del distrito? ¿Y por qué no la usan a ella para consultar cómo mejorar la escuela de Oak? También sugirió cortar dineros de transportación para ayudar con el presupuesto. La superintendenta respondió que ella no puede responder sobre asuntos personales porque sería en contra de las leyes de confidencialidad, pero sí que hay un proceso aprobado por el Estado sobre cómo evaluar los maestros.
Are you okay? Michelle Jackson, if she's here. Michelle Jackson. Or is she?
Michelle Jackson, 224 Woodford Manor. I have to say this is the first board meeting that I've ever been to, and I have never been more disgusted in my life. People sitting on this board that do not have our children's best interest at heart. The state allocates money to the schools.
It's not true, by the way.
I'm talking. The state allocates money to after-school programs, and they're talking about cutting the 21st Century Club next year. I honestly can't understand. To the superintendent, I have to say, I think you should build our public school board with people that represent us, and if you can't do that, maybe we can have somebody take over your place. Thank you. Who hires the board? Who doesn't do it? I understand that, but if you see, they're supposed to serve you, and if you see that what they're doing is not helping our children, when does somebody step in and say, wait a minute? You walk into the classroom in May, and it's 85 degrees upstairs. You sit in your auditorium for 20 minutes for an awards assembly, and you're drenched with sweat, the kids are uncomfortable. It's ridiculous. And I know in Clifton Avenue, the only central air system is in the office. What about the people upstairs, the classrooms upstairs, where if the parents don't supply fans, they're sitting in 85-degree weather all day. Our kids deserve the same benefits your kids get. Thank you.
La señora Michelle Jackson está diciendo que esta es su primera reunión que ella asiste, está muy disgustada con el proceso y dice que los intereses de nuestros hijos no son su prioridad. Dice que también están cortando el programa de 21st Century, y no entiende por qué, y por qué es que nadie se mete cuando el interés del público no está sido escuchado, y porque hay salones que tienen están muy calientes en el segundo piso, donde están sudando mucho y no tienen los beneficios de aire central como la oficina.
The next name I cannot read is that okay? Well, what's your name?
Al Jackson.
It looks like Al Jackson to me.
Right. And my thing is, I've been in Lakewood for umpteen years. I watched my first daughter go to Lakewood High School. The girl did things that most people should have noticed. She did it all on her own. Presidential summer programs. All kinds of stuff like that that put her where she's at right now. But see, the thing is, she got there, no help through nobody here. You see, and that's a problem. And see, when you said about being Jewish, sending your kid to school, you can send your kid to Lakewood High School, because I went to school with some Jewish kids, and they were Orthodox. Okay?
Getting that school thing.
And see, the point is, you got to look at the facts, man. You ain't looking at the facts. You got your eyes closed to what's going on with the rest of the community. And that's sad. One thing you're going to remember, every knee will bow down, every tongue will confess.
Está diciendo que su hija hizo muchas cosas y logró mucho en la escuela superior, pero nunca fue reconocida por eso. Desafortunadamente es así. Dice que por favor miren a los datos y que abran sus ojos.
Asim Johnson, I'm sorry if I missed. Sorry. Is that, no? Is it Mr. Johnson? Kid.
Yes, Mr. Johnson.
Mr. Johnson. He's here. We're getting, it's a high school student, I just think I'm sorry. Okay, we'll come back if he comes in. Is that all right, Mr. President? Irina, Mesley, or Jones? Sorry, I didn't do that. While Irina, Mesley, Jones is, if you happen to find Asim Johnson, let us know. Sorry, he's next.
Sorry, I'm loud, I project. My name is Irina Mesty Jones. I've lived in Lakewood for 10 years. My children have never, I live at 1325 Paris Court. My children have never attended another school system. In fact, when we decided to buy a home, we bought in Lakewood so that our children could continue to go to Lakewood school system, because at the time, both of my children were in CAGS, Clifton Avenue, and it was amazing. We had Dr. Ostrov and Ms. Lewick, and it was amazing. These were teachers, these were principals, they cared. And my youngest, a teacher noticed her and pushed her, and she's now in Gifted and Talented program. And you know what? Because she's finally in this program, she will go farther. And my oldest didn't get noticed, and she was straight A, honor roll student, straight through to the middle school, where not so much anymore because she's not noticed. They don't care. And my niece is in the high school, and I was told when she cut class by Mrs. Yulee that because she was a straight A, honor roll student, nothing was going to happen to her. So please don't bring it up again. That's what happens in Lakewood High School. My niece is going to go so far with her straight A's and her bad behavior because no teacher cares. Well, no, the principals don't care there. But I came up tonight to talk about the 21st Century Club because my daughter loves it, and she goes there and she gets homework help and she does crafts, and there's so many teachers that she knows that when they see me, they know who I am because they know my child. And I'd like that to continue through. And she's going to be there for a couple more years. So I'd like to know, my question, I have three, why was $96,000 taken from the public school portion of the 21st Century funds? Why was it put on the agenda the same day it was voted on, when it's supposed to be, what, 3 days that you get to see the agenda and that's posted online? And it's federal state funds. It's the first program in the country that's like it. It's the only program like it for an after-school program that's federally funded, and they give it to the state, and then the state allocates the funds. And my question is, does the state know that the funds were taken from the 21st Century Club?
Dice que ha estado en el pueblo de Lakewood hace 10 años y nunca sus hijos han atendido otras escuelas. Siempre han ido a la escuela pública de Lakewood y estaba muy contenta con los directores Ostrov y Lewick, que siempre fueron interesados en sus hijas. Y su hijo ahora está en un programa de niños con muchos talentos. Ella dice que tuvo una experiencia negativa en la escuela superior, donde su hija, que tiene honores, ella cortó clase, pero nunca recibió consecuencias porque la directora dijo que como tenía buenas calificaciones, no tenía que recibir consecuencias. Ella estaba de desacuerdo con eso. Y dice que en el programa de 21st Century, ¿por qué se removieron $96,000? Y por qué en la agenda apareció inmediatamente en vez de esperar los 3 días. Y si sabe, ella pregunta si el Estado sabe que los $96,000 se han sido llevados del programa, se han quitado del programa.
Answer?
Anyone?
To the chair. To the chair. Please.
I would also like to know the answers to that question. One, you know, is the 21st Century program being cut? Two, if it's state funded, if the state allocated funds for that program, then why is it being cut?
Me pregunta si este es verdaderamente van a cortar este programa de 21st Century y si es fundado por el Estado, entonces ¿por qué lo van a cortar?
So why was it placed on the agenda the same day it was voted on? So we weren't even given a chance as a public to come and speak about it until now. Now that, now we know that it's already getting cut, like, this is already voted on, so we just want to know who's the director going to be? Are we going to still have the program? It's a great program for public school students. She could be a latchkey kid, and you know what? Let me take these 3 honor roll students and have them become pregnant teens. Would that be great? Because that's what's going to happen if they sit at home and have nothing to do at the end of the day. This way, when I get off at 5 o'clock, I'm, speeding through Lakewood to go get my child, but she's